guys, my name is Brandon and welcome to Audio Addiction, where you find the latest album reviews, you can find our band interviews, and you can find live video of the concerts that we get. We're gonna go see Pirouette this weekend, and we just posted one of Andres. I'm hoping to get more in the future. Era's coming around, as well as 4 Year Strong, so I might get those. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to get video of those. I would certainly like to be able to do those. Thank you guys for getting us to over 300 subs. If I haven't already mentioned it already, thank you guys for that. And also thank you for getting us to almost 50K. We're very close. Really stoked for the future, guys. And thank you guys for watching the videos and supporting me. It really does mean a ton. And we can't wait to bring you more stuff. So, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure to hit that like button as well. It really does mean a lot, and thank you guys for your support. So tonight, we're going to be talking about a new record from my friend Nick Pinder of House Olympics called Segment. So, like I said, if you haven't already known, Nick Pinder is from House Olympics. We did an interview with them a little ways back, but definitely go check out House Olympics if you haven't already. But Nick decided to do a solo record, just kind of instrumental sort of stuff. And I felt like for me, it was really tough to review solely because most of these tracks were under 2 minutes. And it's really hard for me to collect my thoughts for like a 2-minute song. 3-minute songs are obviously a little bit better. 4 minutes, so on and so forth. But I had to listen to the album like a lot more times than I would typically listen to a record. So this one was a little bit tougher. So thank you, Nick, for making it a little bit harder. But I'm certainly glad to do this for you. So we'll move into the first track, which is Eastbound. I'm liking this sort of ambient industrial sort of intro to it. I think that that's very cool, something different that I typically don't expect. I also was kind of disappointed there was no vocals of sorts. I felt like that was kind of a key thing for me because I just don't listen to too much instrumental music. So I feel like I need something to kind of bounce everything off of, and there's no vocals, so that was rough. But it kind of helped me think about more of the instrumentals and just the overall track in general. So again, really liking the sort of ambient industrial intro. Also enjoyed the sort of bass riff on this track. I feel like it's very groovy. And I like the balance between the clean guitars and the bass. I feel like they pair very nicely. And I feel like this is kind of a great way to kind of start off the record and get an idea of how the record sounds, regardless of the tracks being short. So we'll move it into track number 2, which is Green Island. This one is a bit slower in its delivery, but I think it's still an awesome track. I'm also liking the usage of tambourine in the intro. I'm pretty sure it's tambourine. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Nick. But I really enjoyed that. And I also enjoyed the sort of drum beat and riffs. I don't know if drum people do riffs, but if they did, I like it. But I really did enjoy the beats of the drums. I think that's something that I don't necessarily typically pick out in tracks, but I feel like that was something to note in this one. So we'll move into track number 3, which is Downpour. I would say that this one is one of my favorites off this entire EP. Really enjoying the sort of natural harmonics with that drum beat. I think it's very awesome. Definitely something you can just put on and just jam and just listen to around the house, where you don't have to worry about vocals or anything. It's just more about like a sonic experience. So I really enjoyed that. I also feel like the bass adds this nice depth to this track, and I really like the song structure of this one. It's really got a cool drum beat mixed with some awesome sort of natural harmonic parts. I feel like that is just an awesome combination. And so I really enjoyed Downpour. So we'll move it into track number 4, which is Pirouette. I really enjoyed the feels of this track. It almost feels like Transit, one of my favorite bands of all time. It definitely has a sort of Transit feel. So that is probably a reason why this one is one of my favorites. I like that this one kind of has more of a sort of straightforward approach to it. There isn't some, I wouldn't say funny business, but there isn't just, it's not, there's nothing to hide. It's very straightforward and just how it is, and I really enjoyed that. So we'll move into track number 5, which is Staggered. I really like this sort of faster drum beat with the more mellow guitar parts. I feel like that is very awesome and why I enjoyed this track. So we'll move it into track number 6, which is Rumble. Another one of my favorite tracks off this record. Really liking the vibes of this whole track. I feel like this one was just one that I was just like, this is really great. I can totally see myself jamming out to this one. I also like the song structure on this one. I feel like it's very good along with my other favorite, Downpour and Pirouette. I feel like it has that sort of same structure, probably more or less like Downpour rather than Pirouette, but I really enjoyed that one. And I can definitely hear this having some being reworked for either like spoken word or like screaming for like melodic hardcore or something like that. Those are the type of vibes I picked up on it, and that's probably why I like this one a lot too, because I could relate and kind of gravitate towards that one. So really enjoyed Rumble. And then the last track off the record, I really enjoyed this one as well. I like the usage of acoustic guitar, and especially in the intro. I liking sort of the additional ambience in this track where I guess he had a person talking, people talking, and just doing stuff. Really enjoyed that. I also sort of like the darker undertones of this track, and I like that sort of fullness towards the middle. It has this great build up to the end, and I definitely feel like this is just a solid record, again, that you can kind of jam around your house and just listen to and kind of, I wouldn't say put a lot of thought into it, because I mean I've clearly put a good amount of thought into it, but I feel like this one is just kind of like one that you can just jam around the house and be like, wow, this is really cool. Kind of adds this mood or flavor to just your daily life. So definitely can see myself jamming this just in general and in that regard. So pros and cons, really can't have too many. The tracks are too short for me to like give a really good sound hate or like for it, but I feel like, to me, it's a really solid record for just being a solo thing, and I assume he did all of the like drumming, all of the guitar parts, all of the bass parts and stuff like that, and just mixing and mastering, obviously. So I really think, to me, it was really solid work, and I felt like to him, I would assume it's more of like a labor of love in that regard. But I really enjoyed it. I think it was a solid record, and my overall rating for it is an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's just one that you can just jam around the house, have really good vibes about, and enjoy. So if you enjoyed Nick Pittner's new record segments, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I will leave a link in the description if you have not checked that one out. I think it's definitely one to scope out and give it a listen. I'm sure he would appreciate it. But thank you, Nick, for letting me review it, man. It was a real pleasure. I think it was a solid record, and you should be proud of it. So thank you, guys. My name is Brandon. We hope you got your fix, and we'll be talking with you soon. Peace. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps out our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com, and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.